Okay, I've got the cards organized now, and they come in three or four main categories, and then we got some unique ones over there. So by far, we have the most cards, about 500 of them, were Batman the movie 1989, Series 1 and 2. Series 1 is white, Series 2 is pink. None of these cards are worth that much by themselves. There are some sticker cards that are that go with this set. I don't know if I pull them out or not. Some of the sticker cards can go for $3 or $4. You can see them. I see where they are. They're a different material than the basic cards. These are stickers. On the back, it's a portrait of Batman or the Joker, I think. You can see that peel section there. These might be worth selling individually. I have about 20 of them. So theoretically, I could get $60 if I sold every one of the cards. I don't think that's likely. My goal is to sell this lot for $20. I have it on Facebook Marketplace. A few guys have offered me $10 for the lot of cards. It's like 600 cards. Let's do that for now. But if I can't get $20 in a day or two, I'll take them to an auction in Flint. That was where these cards came from. They came from Flint, from a Goodwill up in Flint. So I paid $8 to get them shipped to me. I spent about $35 total. So these are the cool cards, though. I want to show you a few of these Batman cards. Even though they're not valuable, I think the ones with Tim Burton are cool. I thought that's really interesting. I'm surprised that some of these cards are not worth at least $4 or $5. But I think they just produced the crap out of them. I just watched this movie a few weeks ago. This is another one that's kind of sought after. This is like number one. But it was like the first card that people associate with the set. This card, you can grade them, and maybe if you have a PSA 10, you'll get $70 for it. But I don't think any of these are PSA 10s. That's a cool one, too. I like the ones that are kind of like atypical, like the character design or the drawings, or the ones of, Tim Burton, filmmaker. This could be a Tim Burton rookie card. Who knows? No one calls it that, so I don't know if it actually is. But they're interesting. I'm not going to spend too much time going through these, but I figure you might, if you're interested, here they are. Those ones I thought were cool. Again, they're not really worth any money individually, but they are, I think, neat. Then there was a whole slew of these Topps Company Store cards. I'm tempted to send a check or a money order or something. I guess check is what it has to be, to that address. But I'm pretty sure that I would never get the money back. These actually are collectible, amazingly. There's a set of, I think, 9. I don't remember. I saw a few sales on eBay, and you can get about $10 or $15 for the complete set of company store cards. Which, again, I don't know if I even have. I would not go through and lot them out like that. Just because if I did, I would create multiple SKUs of the same set. And the condition would be different. Just because these cards have been in a shoebox for 25 years. More than that. 35 years almost. I would inevitably send something in the wrong condition. So I'm just going to sell them all as one lot. I wish I could get the shirts. That'd be nice. Wait, what are you complaining about now, right? $21 for a sweatshirt. How much does a sweatshirt cost now from Topps? $70? I don't know. But there's probably 40 or 50 of those cards in there, and probably I'll get $10 maybe for that. Again, I'm looking to sell that stuff relatively fast. I don't want to have random lots of cards hanging out. I have enough random stuff as is. Here is another interesting set of cards. This is Superman, specifically Doomsday, Death of Superman cards. These came out in 1992. They were a Skybox release. And when you're looking at these cards, 2 of them are kind of sought after. So there's a thing they did back in the... Well, I guess there's 3 cards technically. But I'm going to call this 1 card. This is a set of... I don't think it has a name, but when you turn cards C1 through C9 over, it creates a picture of Superman's funeral. They're carrying his casket. And that sells for around $10 if you have all those cards, which is kind of nice. I actually am missing one. I actually only have 8 cards here. So I might buy... I'm missing C5. I might buy C5. I can get it for $270 on eBay. I don't know. I probably am not. I probably will just sell them all as a lot, just because that's a little more work than I'm looking to put in. I know it's a minimal amount, but I do too much stuff. The second thing to look out for in this 92 Death of Superman set would be these 2 foil cards. This one is in miserable condition. There was a rubber band on it, and the rubber band decayed, or atrophied, or whatever you want to call it, and it stuck to the foil and pulled the foil off. So there's F1 and F2, and this would be the bottom half of his tombstone, and then the obverse, is that the right word, shows a foil, like melted as Superman. It looks cool. That goes for around $8 as well. And then finally, the 00. It says prototype. I don't know why it says that, because as far as I can tell, this would be his tombstone. As far as I can tell, they were in all of the... It was a pretty easy card to get. But this card sells for a couple bucks as well. The rest of the cards are cool, but none of them are very valuable. No one's going out of their way to purchase any of these cards in any quantity specifically. I mean, typically the ones like this seem to be more the ones that get sold more often, but as with some of the later cards we're going to go through, there's not like not a trend that I would rely upon to like list any of these cards individually. So I think I ended up taking notes, and I mean, I am missing, it's a 90 card set. I'm missing a considerable amount of cards, so if I can get $5 for this, that would be good. $5 for the base cards, and then maybe I'll sell the other ones individually. I don't know. It's kind of a afterthought at this point. Let's go over these. So these are kind of like some of the remnant cards. I don't know. Maybe they bought a pack of Star Trek cards. These would be Skybox 93. Again, I couldn't tell. I didn't really look into this that much because I could tell these were just basic base cards. There is one insert card, but it has similar damage to a Marvin Harrison football card I pulled out a few days ago, where you can see it's like wrinkled. There's like an issue with the lamination of whatever this foil or texture is. So maybe the Romulan Warbird could be worth something, but in this case, I don't think so. But they're just interesting. I'll probably put these in a large lot of like 5,000 cards, and I'll get 25 or 40 bucks for that at a local auction. Here are some more Skybox cards, and then 1 or 2 cards that I couldn't really figure out. So I guess first, these I think actually might have been Fleer Ultra. Does it say? Well, it's Marvel versus Wildstorm, which was kind of a smaller set. You can actually buy these boxes new, sealed, old stock, for around 160 bucks. So they're kind of a sought-after set. Nothing crazy, but certainly more than like garbage junk wax. These are just base cards. They have, I think they're in reference to comic books. I really don't know. That's kind of my bad on that part. But this is a refractor that came in that set. You can see the print line, or the foil lamination print line right there. There's no indicator on back that it is a refractor, but it definitely is. And this card goes for about $5. So a set of these is, if you have every single refractor, they do go for like $700. I saw some sales in eBay history, but this card by itself is the only one that's really worth selling individually. Whereas they're interesting, but there's just not a big market for them. I don't know what this card is. I think it's Topps. Yeah, Series 2 Topps 91, but I don't know if it's Topps or if it's someone else who made it. If it wasn't messed up, it might be worth $2 or $3. As we get more into the Marvel Comics cards, we're gonna see a few trends. These are some more DC cards though before we get into Marvel cards. This is, I couldn't figure out what that card was. I think it's a promotional card. Lady Death. Maybe it came with comic books. I don't know. I never got into comics when I was a kid, and I'm not now. And then here is a interesting Superman refractor. And I think this was part of a promo set as well. There's not any indicator on back. But on the front, it does say number 14. And it's a cool card. Goes for about $5. Here are the remaining. Let's see. They look like Skybox to me. 95 Skybox. Really cool card design. They mirrored this with their sports cards too. Or maybe vice versa. These mirrored the sports cards. Power Chrome Legends 95. And then X-Force. This is another promo card, I think. Maybe the promo cards are the ones that have the numbers on back. And these would be base cards. I wonder why this one's different. 94. They're cool. But none of these are particularly valuable. Two-Face probably is the Flash, the most sought after, but again, they're worth $2 maybe. I probably will list them individually just because there are so few of them. Then we've got, oh boy, Marvel 1992. This is Series 1, I believe. These cards I don't think are from Series 1, but these are 92 Skybox Marvel cards. Kind of like parallels or inserts. I could not get a price on these. My guess is that's the most valuable one. But what I really wanted to get into were these. So this is the checklist for Series 1. Cerebro. The checklists on these older non-sports cards are kind of valuable. They do the same thing as Death of Superman, where 9 of the cards create a larger card. This one's called Danger Room. And again, I'm missing one card to complete the Danger Room set. But it goes for around $10, give or take $5, depending on the condition and market value. And that's an ungraded form. But what was interesting about these is there are some inserts and there are some cards that are more sought after within this series. So it's Wolverine, Deadpool, and Storm are who we're looking out for. And I've not really gone through these. I just took a note of what the set was called. Wolverine and Deadpool, probably because of the movie coming out recently, are decently, worth $5. And then there's an X-Men with a gold badge, I think. That's the version of this card that's worth $2 or $3. But really, we're looking for, this one right here. X-Men with the gold X. This is worth $3 or $4. And then Magneto is a $2 or $3 card. Sabretooth is collected. Toad is the least valuable card. No one wants that card at all. And mostly now we're looking for Professor X or Magneto, Sabretooth. Oh, nice. Deadpool. This was the most valuable card out of the set. Out of the base cards, I mean. We're going to see some other ones in a minute. And then if we can get a Wolverine, that'd be cool. Or a Storm. Yeah, people like to collect Storm as well. I assume that's why the X-Men with a gold badge was worth so much. Another Storm card. So probably on these cards, I'm tempted to list them all individually just because it is kind of a collected set. But I think my best bet is just to take the ones that I know have a market. A lot of them don't have a market at all, and you're going to sell one every 6 months, and that's not really worth my time. There we go. Here's Wolverine. And I don't really want to waste my time. It came with these foil cards. Now, these foil cards, as PSA 10s, are worth... this card here, this is Wolverine, is worth like $700. There are not many PSA 10s. Besides just the normal wear and tear to the corners, the surface of these cards is extremely delicate. There's scratches on all three of these. That's Wolverine. That's Cable, Gambit, and X-Men. These are probably worth a couple bucks a piece. I'm kind of surprised how much this set is worth. And then these, I believe, are Series 2 of Marvel Universe. And Spider-Man is the card you're looking for in that one, as well as the same characters. I'm surprised Carnage is not worth more. But I always thought Carnage was a really cool character design when I was a kid. Spider-Man again. Let's see. I don't remember what other ones are sought after in Series 2. I just remember Spider-Man. Oh, here's a good example of what I was talking about. Remember when I said that the rubber band became desiccated and adhered to the foil card? The same thing happened here. Probably it's going to take off a little bit of the paper when I remove it. You just delicately with one hand. Well, whatever. I'm not going to mess with it now just because I have, only one hand free. But I'll do that later. And I mean, there is a chance that I may have missed valuable base cards. I don't think so, but I may have. I really only spent about a half an hour looking these things up. That probably is a good one. And then finally, the last cards, the last set or genre that I thought was interesting are these right here. And these would be Fleer Ultra, 94? Let me check the year. 95. This is an insert series called Alternate X. That one's pretty screwed up, as you can tell. Same guy, Forge. Cool embossed design. Not a sought-after character, though. These cards were also in there. So this is, I believe, a promo card that came in food, like a cereal box. It says Ralston Foods right there. I remember this vaguely coming in a box of Life cereal when I was a little kid. I might be hallucinating that memory, but I don't know. And then this card was in there. Kent Huber? The Denny's card. Upper Deck and Denny's collaboration. Anniversary edition. I didn't look it up. I just knew that I'd sell it individually. I didn't look up how much it's worth. So, you tell me. you, you tell me what it's worth. I'll know in a few minutes after I finish the video and list them, but I don't know right now. Here's the checklists for the 95 Fleer Ultra series. They wrote on one apparently. So what's not notified here is that there's parallels called signature parallels, where there's a gold signature on the cards, and we'll see a few of those in a second. For these cards, you want to get Bishop, you want to get Storm Wolverine, and you want Deadpool. And then Lethal Weapons are good, but I didn't get any of those. Excuse me. So here are the Wolverine timeline cards. This is a set of 9 cards. If you have the complete set, people will buy them. I don't. I probably can get a couple bucks for these cards. By themselves, they're not that valuable. Then here's some cool ones. Haunted Mansion, which has X-Men or villains reimagined as, you know, in Halloween costumes. And I don't have this 9-card set either. The Gambit card is okay. The Storm is okay. All of these I probably will sell individually just because they're a bit more collectible than the that's a cool one. Cyclops is Elvis. Than the Wolverine Timeline series. There's the back of the card, and it has them saying like what the card guys imagine they would say. Viva Professor, X-Land is rockin' tonight. They have Psylocke as a French maid, which is great. And she's not cleaning up. I pulled out the golden signature parallels. Just so you can see it, it's right there. This is not on the base cards. Probably that is the best one, the golden signature parallel of Iceman. The rest of these are generic. Let's go through the Jurassic Park cards before I go through the rest of the base cards, because my favorite was the Fleer Ultras. I don't think any of these are very valuable. I didn't even look them up. That's actually an X-Files card. And then the rest are tops. I don't think any of those are desirable. Now the Fleer Ultra X-Men base. Let's pull out the guys I said to look out for. Mojo. Cool. Cool looking cards. No one so far. I didn't organize them. I just kind of I didn't go through them and pull out cards, so maybe I inadvertently did. Or maybe someone got to them before me. There's 2 Storm cards. I don't think so. Sometimes that does happen, where they'll pick out the cards that you wanted because they're valuable. And who knows what happens to them then. But in this case, I don't think any of these were... I don't think they went through them. Be nice to get Deadpool or Wolverine. A lot of Sabretooths. There's Wolverine. Here we go. Okay, Wolverine. Storm again. Professor X. Cyclops. Kane. Deadpool. There we go. This is a $7 card. Maybe not. I don't know about the condition this is in, but when it's in good condition, it's a $7 card. Sometimes these cards stick to each other. Alter Beast. Okay, so nothing too crazy, but we got a few of them that I like. I'll list these individually, and I don't know. I have to see the market. If someone else has like all these base cards for $1 or whatever, like $1.99, I'll just sell them as a lot. I don't, like I said, I paid about $35 for these cards. Probably I'll make $20 when it's all said and done. This is not really like a money making venture. It's more just a fun way to, go through cards and make YouTube content. So if you're watching still, I appreciate it. And I'd love to hear anything you got to say. See you later.